Hey guys, welcome back to Legos Island. So today it is Monday, September 1st, 2025. And first of all, as you can clearly notice, Legos Island Summer 2025 is officially gone. And I'm not going to lie, I think we have officially set a record for the quickest amount of time I have ever cleaned up that type of event. 2 hours! Literally just 2 hours. That I think is a new record. Because all the other ones used to take far longer than that. And that mainly could have been because it wasn't as massive as previous years, which was my goal in the first place. But what came immediately following it is the Labor Day party of 2025, only lasting one day, September 1st. Immediately starting off our tour, well, actually first we need some dogs. Who are those gonna be today? That's going to be River, Cody, and Rover. Okay, now we can actually start the tour. As you can see, well, literally right where all three dogs just randomly spawned, we have the Labor Day 2025 hat. Let's put it on, and that is how it looks. It looks similar to some Legos Island summer hats. Anyway, as you can see, the blacksmith shop is decorated, and that's because it's one of the many workplaces on the island. Similarly to 2024, the only places decorated are store-related places. Basically work-related places. And the blacksmith shop is one of them. So that can explain why it's decorated. Now, you may realize that it's actually not made out of wool, rather it's made out of concrete powder. This is mainly just so it can be slightly different from before. Also, you may realize I'm actually using the same colors from 2019. This is actually for a reason. This year, it's actually going to be the 10-year anniversary of Labor Day events. And, well, here's the thing. The first ever Labor Day party that occurred in 2015 in the Sand Village used these exact colors. Just in wool and not concrete powder. To honor this is why you can see that these colors have returned to honor it. Basically, to honor it, these colors have returned. Our next location is the flag store. Now, there are no items here. But there are a ton of decorations, as we may notice by the way the store looks. As you can see, we mainly just got some banners here, which honestly look really cool. And I just realized I need to put some of these signs back for some of the flags. I don't know how those disappeared. Anyway, that is it for the flag store and blacksmith shop respectively. Oh, and before we continue, I actually want to show you something because I actually didn't do it back during the last few days of Legos Island Summer, but I actually ended up updating the prize booth to actually add in all the carpets and beds for the respective Legos Island Summers that we ended up never doing. Now, I did this after doing the whole carpet thing and bed thing for Legos Island Summer 2025, and I just never got around to showing you this. So, this will be removed on, I think, September 3rd, so, yeah. Anyway, what we're really here for is actually the block store, which is down here in Evil Sheep Leader's base, specifically down here. So, if we are to head down here, there we go. Just gotta find the little hidden entrance. As you may notice, it is decorated, which is actually really awesome. As you may notice, it mainly just consists of banners, and there are no items down here. But rest assured, the banner is a free item somewhere in this party, so don't worry. We will be getting to that later. Anyway, that's it for the flag store, so let's move on. Oh, and I should probably also mute Discord while I'm at it, because that's going to get annoying. Next up is the other side of the island, and this is actually where the item is. Literally right where Rover just spawned. The Labor Day 2025 banner. This is how it looks, and the reason why it's designed like this is because, as I just acknowledged earlier with the colors, it's obviously to acknowledge the 10-year anniversary of Labor Day events on September 7th. But of course, since Labor Day this year is on September 1st, I had to do it a bit early, obviously. So, here are the banners. It mainly just consists of this. So, this is how it mainly looks. It looks very, very nice around here. I will not lie. This actually looks really, really awesome. And it did take a while for me to get the gardens back in here after Legos Island Summer. I did have to look at some of my old videos just to remember where the gardens went. So thank God for footage, otherwise I would not have remembered where these went. So yeah, I will not lie. Just to mention, this was the hardest room to change back after Legos Island Summer. I'm just gonna make that clear. That's because it was the most decorated room in the entire event. You can thank the fortification design for that. All right, the HQ is next. So right here, as you can see, we got some banners here. And then if we drop down here, we can see that we do have some banners, such as on the cage for the villains. And yes, we do have HQ Secretary right here, which is pretty cool. Nice to see her. We have some banners on the mission board, which is pretty cool. And then over here on the attack board, we also have some banners. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, outside of that, we got some banners right here. And some banners over here. But besides that, that's literally it. Our next room in the tour is going to be the food store. Now, as you may notice, it looks like this, which looks freaking awesome. So, yeah. Oh, thank God they found me down here. That's good. That's good. Good to know that they found me down here, because otherwise, yeah, that would have been bad. Anyway, once again, it mainly just consists of banners, because this is another store-related place, aka another work-related place, much like how the HQ was with HQ Secretary and all the other ones we just visited. Anyway, with all that being said though, this is a very nice looking room, and with all that said, let's move on. Next up is the coffee shop here in the village. So, let's go on in here, and this is how it properly looks. It looks very nice for this party. It's mainly just banners though. And this got updated too, so yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I didn't decide to do the counter just because of the concrete powder. It would always fall, even though I could clearly just use trapdoors. I also remembered this is just a one-day party, so let's try not to go too nuts, right? Anyway, with all that said, let's move on to the next room. Next up is the library. So here it is. As you can see, it is all decked out with banners, and the little desk here for the little counter here also got updated. Although I wonder what the heck happened to the villager. Yet same applies in the coffee shop too. That's better, and that's much more like it. The final area in this party is the clothes shop. Okay, I was just making sure there was already a villager in here. Good. Anyway, in all seriousness, this is what the room looks like. It looks freaking beautiful. And if I'm gonna be honest with all of you, that is actually the last room in this entire party. Like, guys, I'm not even freaking kidding, man. That's literally the last room in this party. So, yeah, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Legos Island. By the next episode, this party will be gone. And we'll have some catalogs next time. Or a catalog, to be exact. And I think even the prize booth is getting updated next time as well, alongside it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Comment down below what your favorite room and item of this party is.